One of the escorts said to me, "Why don't you cover your head with a blanket, stop you from being recognised?" I replied, "Why should I? I got nothing to be ashamed of. You wrap a blanket round your face." A cine camera was trained on the back of my head from the escort car following us. I suppose it was for their private use. The car I was in was speeding, well over 90, sometimes 100 mile an hour. The escort kept looking at me to see if I was worried about the speed we were doing. It was farcical. Only a year before I'd lost my wife, and now I was starting a life sentence. I was in a frame of mind where I couldn't care less if the car crashed or not. We eventually reached a ferry that was to take us to the Isle of Wight. Their car was driven into the hold, and before I knew it, we were on the other side of the water. It wasn't long before we reached the gates of the formidable Parkhurst prison. Still in handcuffs, I walked what seemed to be the length of the whole prison until arriving at another gate, which was the entry to the security block. This was to be my own for the next 6 years. We entered a small alcove surrounded by bulletproof glass. Then we proceeded to a little office where one of the Parkhurst screws tried some amateur psychology on me. While he was looking through my record, he said aloud, and for my benefit, "Is Richardson having any tea?" I kept poker-faced at this. The screw was obviously looking for a reaction. There had been a lot of publicity of late about gang warfare between the Richardsons and us. My days in the East End had taught me not to fall for such tricks. The office door was then opened and I was given a number of a cell on the second floor. The screw said, "I'll leave it to you to find your own way upstairs." I picked up one of the cardboard boxes holding my belongings and then spotted, just a few feet away, Tommy Wisby, one of the great train robbers. The last time I'd seen him was in the Kentucky Club, which I'd owned in '63. Since then he'd lost some of his hair, but he greeted me nice enough.